Nothing's wrong with it. Even if you become a communist itself, it's perfectly fine. So with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Okay, now we're on the fun stuff. Fun stuff. This is what my mod Bry loves. He loves the anime recommendation. So this one's on Dandadan. So this is from Kazetsu Kami, or Ketsukami. I think Kaketsu Kami. I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, from him, he says the Dandadan is the manga everyone should be reading. Another recommendation review on this particular anime. Or it's going to be an anime. I heard this going to be an anime.
Did you ever do a video on a sign of affecting?
Yes, I did. We actually did. I didn't know we was even watching it. We actually did. It's in one of the other videos. If you, it's most recent videos, you probably might find it. I'm a dinosaur. Yeah, let's go. Okay, before I even start the video, she asked me a question. Whoa, let me see. I'll restart that. Okay, let me see. Hey Teach, how could you hey Teach, you wait, hey Teach, could you show or give some advice how to draw these female eyes to look serious? Alright.
It's how to draw like female eyes but serious.
Alright, I'll show you
so
that.
The eyes look serious.
I'll show you that after the screen, after this video. It'll be only 15 minutes. If you got 15, I'll show you in 15 minutes. Let's just get this video out of the way, and then I can totally help you, and then I can go play Genshin. Actually, I have to go.
Sounds good. Okay, Hand.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I have to go help Mew, and then play Genshin.
I was not ready for this manga.
Oh yeah, for those of you who are here, just to let you know, if you're here and coming in first time, please come into the YouTube channel. Come to the YouTube, the Twitch, the Kick, or the Trovo, whatever platform you choose. You won't be able to hear it on TikTok, but we're doing a podcast that's reaction on these games or these mangas. So if you want to hear about Dandadan, which will be an anime very soon, I think it's coming out this year. Maybe late this year or probably in the summer. Come and hear this and see what this content creator is recommending based on his review. So come over here and hear it if you want to hear it.
Roses are roses, baby.
What the fuck did I just read? Whenever you ask someone about an over-the-top manga to read, the answer that's normally given is usually Chainsaw Man!
Oh my
read
god.
fucking Chainsaw Man! But not me. I'm here to tell you Dandadan! Read fucking Dandadan! Dandadan is the manga that rivals Chainsaw Man when it comes to over-the-top crazy. It isn't super well known, but it's also not an underground manga. It's been starting to get noticed more, and there are already a lot of videos covering Dandadan. And after seeing some of those videos, I had a pretty clear idea that it was going to be a series that I would like. And like doesn't even justify how I ended up feeling about this manga. But before I started reading Dandadan for myself, I had to let some of my Discord members know about it, and well...
Sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window.
Bro, why do you
Everyone loved it. Dandadan is a Shonen Jump product that got serialized in April 2021, made by Yukinobu Tatsu, who ironically worked alongside Tatsuki.
Oh crap! It's a shonen. It's a shonen manga. It's a shonen manga. Holy hell! I did not. I thought it was just a manga. I didn't know it was a shonen manga.
Moto and Kakuyuji on Fire Punch. Now this manga is quite fresh, but has also been simmering for 2 years. So if you're going to sit down and read it, you've got little over 100 chapters to take in over the course of a week or so. But me, on the other side of the spectrum, had nothing else to do during a 1-week break from school. So a day is all I need! So I read 103 chapters in a single day. And I will now proceed to tell you about said manga, starting with the simple Kazutsu Kami approved definition of Dandadan. The manga's about aliens, the paranormal, monsters, super duper fast grannies and totems of undying, with a sniper rifle. So let's slap unpredictable, crazy, over-the-top book on there and be done with it. Ken is a loner. He looks funny, has no friends, can't stand up for himself, and is a fan of aliens and UFOs. He's a reserved nerd. And your main girl, Momo, she doesn't fuck around! She's bold and will fuck you up with her high kicks, has friends, and gets what she wants. But she isn't an asshole. One day, she gets what she wants, sliding between Ken and his bullies and ending what she didn't like seeing. A few assholes. While also leaving her interaction with Ken at that. But Ken put on his big boy pants and wasn't about to let this opportunity slip by. I know
Eventually
what you're
we'll
into.
use it.
A bit freaky, but I can respect it. President Obama has already been to Mars. Now what's bro doing? Momo didn't believe in what Ken was waffling about, so she shut down their interaction again. But then says she believes in ghosts. So now we have Ken, who believes in aliens but not ghosts, and Momo believes in ghosts but not aliens. You see where I'm going with this now? And now we have a bet between the two that keeps endlessly snowballing into a big chain of what the fuck is even going on. So without further ado, this is how life before Dandadan looked like, and you will now experience what life after Dandadan is like. There was always something that rubbed me the wrong way about these so-called haunted locations or UFO hotspots, and that's because they all have a similar theme. They are the spot where people deal and do crack at. Now we know why people are always seeing here. It's like the devil a crackhead. No,
Yeah.
Oh god,
look,
it's a who is the better
really a
artist ego
crackhead.
battle
What do you
scenario.
mean it's a schlong gobbling turbo
That's
granny
funny.
that Ken gets possessed by and has to try and save Momo from a trio of psychic racist aliens. Racist? What the fuck? What do you mean it's a schlong
Racist.
gobbling turbo granny that Ken gets
Where they
possessed by
keep
and has
going
to try
back
and
and
use
forth.
his powers to save Momo from a trio of psychic rapist aliens looking to spread
Oh
their
my
seeds,
God.
but gets their dicks gobbled by Ken and also
Where they
allows
keep going
Momo
back
to
and
awaken
forth.
her spiritual powers. Holy fuck. So around this time, you might be thinking
What is
that
this
I've spoiled
show?
everything and you understand the
manga?
direction of the story now. But think again, because I've only covered one chapter, and the focal point of the story is now directed at Ken's missing penis, because Turbo Granny robbed him of his pride and joy the moment she cursed him. So now
Wait,
Momo and Ken are on a
WTF.
mission to lifting the curse and getting his thing back.
Yeah, she took his thing.
And he does end up getting it back. Now see? You thought I just spoiled the entire plot, didn't you? Except now he's lost his nutsack and is trying to find
She
them
lost
even
that too?
now. The whole charm to this manga isn't exactly because of the plot. Every chapter of the manga is like going in for one last swing at a piñata expecting candy to rain down. But instead of raining candy, you get the goddamn Loch Ness monster and a giant fucking cat. And I understand that I'm really driving home the emphasis on just how ridiculous Dandadan is, to the point where maybe nothing will surprise you anymore. But when I tell you that Dandadan has the most outrageously random, hand-through-ass, brain-scratching bullshit ideas, you'll understand what I'm laying out for you doesn't even scratch the surface of what Dandadan contains.
I need to read this chaos.
Obama
It is
going
amazing.
to Mars is literally a canon event, and that's the charm of this manga. But alongside the absurdly ingenious concepts, I bring you to my personal favorite reason for treating this manga like it's the fucking Bible. Now, I'm a sucker for romances at the end of the day, and shonens with romances is like my kryptonite, so even if it's just hints of romance here and there, you will catch me grinning like a fucking psycho. For a manga that's full of this, and whatever the fuck this is, I
What
wouldn't
the
have
hell?
expected for this manga to have romance. Like, literally zero romance. You mean to tell me that after seeing
Thanks,
and
Hum.
listening to everything about this godforsaken manga, you go, I bet this manga has a lot of romantic development. Unless you're fucking weird, you're thinking, oh man, I can't wait to see the cool epic fights. So when I found out Dandadan had romance as a reoccurring theme, Oh my god, let me tell you about this! I know a lot of shonens will almost
doing
always
artwork.
have some sort of romantic subplot that just trickles into the story every now and then, but chapter 1 is literally titled, That's How Love Starts.
Be
So
a
I like
support
to look
hero
at this
today
as the mangaka
by using
basically
commands
flipping
like
off all the weird
/
shippers
donation
that may
and
read his
/
book.
cash
And
app.
from then on, I'll let you know that I was easily more excited to see Momo and Ken have cute moments than seeing the manga be the child of Ghostbusters and Guardians of the Galaxy. The relationship that grows between Momo and Ken is probably one of the most purest things that I've seen in a while. And this is because of
Actually,
three
no,
things the
it doesn't
manga
read
does.
out,
For
sadly.
me, because like I actually don't know how to really deeply think about or express
Lavender.
this since I share
Hey,
two
Lavender.
brain cells with a goldfish named Jared. So this idea of me liking
I see
romance
Lavender.
is just a
Gotcha.
whole trap I've fallen into
Sorry, I'm
called
here. The reels are
escapism.
not reading
And
it.
in
Yeah, it doesn't
reality,
read out,
I'm just
sadly.
really trying to talk about the hot grandma. One, the manga doesn't downplay the romance through stupid tsundere tropes that try and drag the idea of the two characters being a thing. Two, we consistently see their relationship grow and their feelings are almost always genuinely acknowledged.
I swear to God, if once they do the anime of this show, because there's an anime trailer right out, I hope to God Jenny Marchi is not, or the other one, Monka Real, is
Did
not
I
part
just
of
hear
this
hot
voice.
grandma?
Yeah, hot grandma.
And three, a lot of the interactions between the two seem stupidly
I
realistic.
hope not.
There's some self-inserty moments in the fact that they literally fight ghosts and aliens, but for the most part, the way they interact feels real. I can't help but constantly smile when reading these two just goof off and converse. The interactions feel so genuine and natural, it gives me deja vu. It's like I've observed it, I've talked about it, maybe even experienced it at one point. It's a type of joy that only this manga has managed to make me feel, and it's probably why I love this manga so much. So that's honestly the best way I can personally put it, and I don't know if it really made any sense. I kept rewriting and adding more into this part of the script because expressing what I like about romance in the story feels weird, and I've never really turned those gushing sounds I make when something cute happens into actual words before. So the segment just ended up being longer than I initially planned it to be. But now that I'm done talking about that, we can finally move on to the next segment where I talk about
What the hell?
half of my day was wasted on that, so I would really like to move on to the real topic. Apart from Momo and Ken, the characters introduced throughout the story are insane, crazy, I don't even know how to word it, befuddling. And not Momo's grandma is fucking hot unexpected.
It is a hot grandma!
Introduced with the intent of you
Oh my
wanting to
God, that's a hot
waterboard them
grandma! I'm really questionable of the hair, but that's a hot grandma nonetheless.
with grimace shakes and have them sit through voice messages sent by this
Oh my
lunatic.
God.
Big feet, so you know what that means, baby doll. Big socks.
What the fuck?
What else?
Flip a page, and then a few more. Maybe you won't realize it until you stop to think about it, but any sort of resentment you held towards a character turns into fondness. Even the evil spirits that were used as a stepping stone for those characters were put on a pedestal to just show us that just like me and you, they carry just as much happiness and pain like any person would. Ira, you were meant to hate her, the popular girl defining pretty privilege. She messes with people using her looks, creates rumors with her influence because she doesn't like somebody, and puts herself on
Wow.
a pedestal because she got one of Ken's balls. That's a cardinal sin. No rando should be taking anybody's balls. But this thought slightly shifts when she shows a greater maturity than I could have imagined. It was a genuinely touching moment, and although my perspective only shifted about this much, throughout the story, she eventually becomes a character that was needed, a missing piece to a family. Gigi. I especially dislike this guy. He just shows up abruptly and my stupid meter starts malfunctioning after just 4 speech bubbles from him. He clinged to
Gil.
Momo at every chance he got,
Gil.
talked to every girl in sight, and he seemed like he was trying too hard to be goofy. But every so often there would be cracks, slivers of moments where the label that we put on him in the beginning start to void. Even Ken begins to question why he isn't a dislikable guy, and he never was one. Looking back at it, nobody was doing it like Gigi. Like, look at this man, a goddamn icon. What he goes on to do in this arc had me genuinely clapping for him. A guy I initially labeled airheaded fuckboy. Became a hero. Gigi easily became one of my favorite
Whoa.
characters after his arc,
This-
and
this-
soon
what
enough
the
I
hell?
found joy watching this table that
How do I
once
know
started
this-
with 3
what the
slowly
hell?
become cozier and cozier. Missing pieces started getting filled, and these unorthodox characters started becoming a family. You know, now that I'm sitting here looking at the empty space before I transition into talking for a little bit more, how many of y'all tapped on the screen to see if the video was over? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm out here thinking I might as well end the video. If you listen closely, I am about to tell you how to perfectly explain personality to someone who doesn't know what personality means. Alright? So here we go.
Hi Bri growing heart.
The designs, the concepts, action, choreography, comedy, romance, Discord setting, sound. Yes, sound. Tell me you can't hear this panel. Even this one. Hear that? This one echoes. I can go on for days. Personality is etched and carved all over into this book. There are numerous animes that exist with less personality than a wet paper towel, while this manga consists of colorless and silent pieces of paper that brims with vibrancy and sounds every Monday. Every week, Yukinobu Tatsu doesn't leave anything behind in his chapters besides his drawings. Everything constantly feels complete, and because of this, Dandadan is a manga that I think everyone should be reading. But if there was something about Dandadan that I could critique, I would stand here in silence because there is nothing to critique, is Copium. The story has no story. We're 100 plus chapters into the manga now, and there still isn't a definitive end goal. Getting Ken's balls back? Yes, that's a main goal, and especially as a guy a #1 priority, but that's a fairly loose objective when looking at the entirety of the series. I remember watching a video where someone said Dandadan has no heartbeat, and while this may be true, it doesn't matter. Dandadan has no heartbeat is something you will have to realize for yourself, because even if there is no real goal, even if its unpredictability is the cause for it being predictable, it's a manga that will always make you feel excited, happy, or sad. It's a manga where the destination is overwritten by the journey. And I think that's Dandadan's heartbeat.
I never heard of this manga.
Yeah, there's an anime
If you're
coming
still
out
here
now.
and you like this video, then be sure to like and subscribe, because at least that will validate the amount of sanity I lost making this video. And if you couldn't tell from the song now playing, this video is now copyrighted. So it would probably be a good time to let you know that I have a Patreon now. And this is entirely your choice, but for literally only a single $1, you support me a huge amount, and in return you get behind the scenes previews and logs of me making videos like these, as well as the typical Patreon exclusives and early uncut reactions that reaction creators do. But seriously, you don't need to get this. I'm super happy you're even here at the end of this video when it's not even the video's done. Video's done.
All right, that was Kizetsu Kami. Kizetsu Kami. I think I said that right. I'm not sure. Don't think I said that wrong. So with that said, like, subscribe, share, follow, and comment. I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope that recommendation for those who didn't know what Dandadan is excited, because there's an anime. If you want to check the trailer, it is coming out. I would show it, but YouTube will get mad at me. So with that said, have a great night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, actually, no. I'm going to actually play some Genshin, but I need to go... Oh, even before I play Genshin, I have to help... Ari, and then I have to do... help Mew, and then I'll come back and play Genshin. So give me some time. Ari, are you still here so I can teach you what you need to do? And with that said, later, guys.